Everybody, how's it going? As promised, I just wanted to get on here and help you guys out a little bit with the upcoming meal plan, particularly for 80 Day Obsession. I know I've done the containers before, and I know I did a video on how to do the containers, but after looking at the charts and everything, I was like, ooh, it looks a little overwhelming. So I want to just briefly go through it real quick so you guys have a better understanding of what it looks like. So you can go to Beachbody On Demand and 80 Day Obsession. And then these videos would be great to watch if you guys want to see. They're just really short. But you're going to go to Program Materials. There's a whole starter guide. So that's what you first want to start with, because that's what's it's going to tell you the plan that you want to be on. So before we start, we'll go over all of this later, but you guys definitely want to take before and after pictures and measurements. Even if you don't plan on sharing them, you definitely want to take them for yourself. When we first did it, I was like, I don't really care. I don't really want to see, or I don't know. I didn't think it was a big deal, but seriously, it will just shock you when you have a before and after comparison. So I really highly recommend doing that. Also, I've told my challengers this before. Any challenge that you complete, you can, all you have to do is enter your pictures and your measurements from before and after. It takes 5 minutes, and they ship you either a tank top for women or t-shirt for men, and that's with any challenge that you do. So I've already gotten a couple. So it's a kind of fun thing to do. Okay, so you're going to come down here to this page, and you're going to start out with calculating your calorie target. Notice that there's a phase 1 calculation, and then there's a phase 2 and 3 calculation. So obviously you're going to start here, put your current weight times 11, you get that. Then you're going to put that baseline in here plus 600 calories, which is what they're estimating for each workout, which is crazy. It's so awesome. And then you get your maintenance calories. Read the note here. If you want to maintain your current weight, skip this next calculation. So if you're good with your weight, you just want to work on your measurements and your body composition, that's great. If you're looking to lose some pounds and shed some fat, then do this. So you're going to put that in there, minus 750. That's your target. Then don't worry about these until phase 2 and 3. So you have your calorie target. After that, you're going to take a look down here for your eating plan. So you're going to find your range. If for some reason your calculation is under 1200, round up to 1200 for plan A. No one should ever be eating under 1200 calories a day. That's not good for sustaining just your overall well-being and health. If your if your calorie is over 2800, then round down to 2800, so you'd be plan F. Otherwise, it should be pretty easy to find what plan you're in. So I'm in plan B, so I'll use that for our example. Okay, so that's how you find which plan you're on. You can read all these, blah, blah, blah. It just has information about the workouts. Then it describes here, we've kind of talked about it, but how to know what we're dealing with. So the workout block, you're going to see on the forms that we fill out is a 4 to 5 hour window surrounding your workout. So it's going to tell you which categories to eat around your workout to really be able to fuel and recover properly. Then in phase 2, refeed days happen. Yay, extra carbs. So we'll talk about that later on. And then there's peak week. During the final week, you have a couple options depending on what you're looking for. So we'll also get there as well later on. Then there's just some information on supplements, blah, blah, blah. I'm truly, I'll be just straight up, I'm not a huge supplement advocate. I don't think they're super necessary all the time. I do love these because they are plant-based. They're completely natural. They're NSF certified. So any professional sports athlete is perfectly fine taking them. So I actually got, because it was a really good deal, I got the Energize and the Recover. And I can tell you they're fantastic. And I'm not just saying that. Especially the Energize has been really, really awesome. Especially when I'm working out in the mornings or I do my 8-week challenge at 5:30 a.m. I don't want to eat at 4 a.m. So that's a great way to get an energy boost without actually eating before or feeling kind of heavy and weighted down. Then there's Hydrate that you can drink during, and then there's Recharge for nighttime. So there's just some good options. If you guys have more questions on those, just let me know. Okay, so we're done with that one. So then you're going to go down and find your plan. All listed down here. There's also, I don't know if anybody's vegan, but they do have vegan eating plans as well if you need. So I'm going to go to Plan B. Okay. So you're going to go down here. This is a reminder for what your containers are. So this right here is your chart for how many containers you can have in one day. So I can have 4 vegetables, 3 fruits, 4 proteins, 3 carbs, 1 fat, and 1 container of seeds, and 4 teaspoons of a fat as well, like oils and nut butters. So that's what you're going to follow. Again, this is for phase 1. We're going to recalculate starting at phase 2. So this is just what you need to worry about with phase 1. Now, the tricky part that we get to that I really wanted to talk about was the time nutrition piece. Uh-oh, my phone is dying, so give me a sec. So the time nutrition, once again, it's up to you how you want to choose your eating plan throughout the day. Like, it's great that they give you how many containers you should have in a day, but it's really up to you for what you have when. But the cool piece is this time nutrition part, again, the 4 to 5 hour workout block. So for me, for this Plan B, 60 to 90 minutes before my workout, it's going to tell me I should have a green, a red, a yellow, and a teaspoon. Then 20 to 30 minutes, if you have a supplement, drink it. So that would be like Energize is what I'm going to take. And then you do your workout. Then it talks about hydrate or having something to replace your electrolytes while you're working out, especially with these like 1 hour ones. You should have something. Make sure you have water if you have something with electrolytes. I don't recommend like a Gatorade or a sports drink. They're just full of sugar. So that's really not what you're looking for on this plan. So if you can get hydrate or just have water, I highly recommend that. And then within 30 minutes after your workout, you want, again, some sort of recover. If you don't have recover, you can also do like Shakeology after this. It's full of protein. It has fats, it has carbs, everything that you need. That's why it's a full meal deal, not just protein. So that's a great thing to have for your post-workout as well. And if you're not like hungry after you finish, but you need to get something in, a shake is a great way to go. Then 1 to 2 hours after your workout, you're going to do this post-workout meal. Again, it's going to tell me what I need, and then you guys can figure out the rest. So these are different options as well. Depending on like how you feel, because it talks down here about like people don't want to eat all this before they work out. They don't want, spinach and eggs and oatmeal. They just feel weird. So you can switch things up, and it talks about that later on. But they have awesome meal plan examples. So any meal plan that you're on, it's going to tell you kind of how you can set it up in a day, and then your remaining meals that you have. So it's really, really helpful. It talks about the Fix8 cooking show. For those of you currently in my clean eating challenge, we've talked about that show. It's seriously fantastic. Check it out sometime. Gives you great ideas. Okay. Other thing I want to point out, your rest day meal plan. Every Sunday is rest day, except for the first Sunday after we start and the following Sunday after we start. Those two have short 16 and 19-minute stretch videos, probably because they assume that we're going to be super sore. But in general, they're all rest and self-care days. So on those days, it wants you to talk. So it wants to make sure that your container count is not going to change. You're still going to have the same number of containers in a single day. But you're going to switch it up of what order it would be because you're not working out. So again, it's going to kind of give you that option of what it would look like. For those of you who do drink Shakeology, it's just one red container. That's what it counts as, just one red. And then later on, we can go over this stuff later because you don't have to worry about it right now. But again, in phase 2, when we do the refeed and we up the carbs, wahoo! Okay, so that's what it's going to show you down here, how to do that, where to add that in. So you have all that in there. And then this last peak week that we've talked about, it's going to tell you that as well, what it should look like. So that's when you really hone in. So notice my container count would be upped vegetables, upped protein, look, 0 fruit. So it's, and look how little carbs. So after you have the carb increase in the refeed with phase 2, then we finish